Hey guys, in this video I'll show you how to shoot and edit 5 in-camera transitions right on your phone. So let's see which are those 5. The hand on the camera, the shake, the fast pan, zoom into object, and finally the finger snap. So now you know the 5 transitions. Let's see how to do it. Okay, so I'm back at my desk and we're going to edit the video, but as I said, it's going to be completely on my phone. So I'll be using the app called InShot. It's a very basic video editing app and I think it's the most easiest to use. That's why I tend to use InShot for all my videos that I upload on social media, the ones that are short. So go and download InShot, or you can use the app that you have or you already use. So first thing, you open a new project. I've already opened it, and you import all the footage, all the shots that we took. And after that, let's look at the first one, that's hand on camera. So for this edit or transition, we have 2 shots. One is when you do your thing, you talk, and then you put your hand on the camera. And then we have the second shot where you begin by taking your hand off the camera and then you talk. The basic thing you need to do is you need to arrange the 2 shots. So for the first shot, you cut it when your hand is completely covering the camera so that it's completely dark. And in the second shot, since you begin by covering the camera, it's dark. So in that way, both the shots align together so that you have one seamless transition, and it turns out something like this. Those 5. The hand on the camera. Okay, that's number 1. So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is the shake or the earthquake, as some people call it. So in this case, you end the first shot by shaking your camera, and for the second shot, you begin by shaking your camera. And the tricky part is arranging both the shakes. So find the point where your shots are blurry. So I'm gonna zoom in the timeline, and you see here it kind of gets blurry, and in the second shot it's again blurry. So if you can find those spots, cut on the right time, and then you have a seamless transition where it goes from one shot to another, and it turns out something like this. The shake. Now let's go to number 3. So number 3 is fast pan. So in this shot, you're basically, after you finish your talk, for the first shot you're panning either from left to right or right to left. But remember, which way you pan, you have to pan the same way on the second shot. So on the second shot, you begin by panning in the similar direction and then you start talking. So in the edit, similar to the transition 2, you have to find the spot where the background gets blurred. And then you find the spot in the second shot where the background is blurred. And then you put them, cut them at the right time, and when you put them, you have one seamless transition like this. Shake, the fast pan. We are done with 3. That didn't take much time, right? So it's really easy to do it on your phone. And then the 4th one is zoom in object. So this is something a lot of people use even on cameras too, where you zoom in something, it goes dark, and then you come out and zoom out of something else. And this is really used in a lot of different videos, but you can use it in different ways. In this case, I zoomed into my body, but if you're using the back camera or your handle camera, you can zoom in some object and then zoom out of object of similar color. So in this case, I zoomed into my hoodie. So what I needed to do is find a spot where it's black or a similar color to the second shot. So here you can see that it shows my hoodie rated EEQ. So what I try is I find a similar spot in the second shot where I am zooming out from my hoodie. So I find similar looking spot. So when you edit, you cut in those points, and when you put them together, you have the shot. So you look something like this. Zoom into object. Finally, we're done. We are in the 5th transition, and this one's the snap fingers, or you can do any other action. Like a lot of people do different actions. So in this case, I'm doing the snapping the fingers. So in the first shot, I take the shot, I snap my fingers, and the shot started. The second shot, I snap my fingers and then I start talking. Now what you need to do is find a spot in the first shot where you're about to snap, and find a similar point in the second shot you're about to finish snapping. Now join them together and you will have something like this, a seamless transition. And finally, finger snap. So that was it. That was the 5 transitions that you can easily do on your phone. Those were easy, right? So doing transitions or shooting on your phone isn't that hard nowadays. You shoot on your phone, you have an app like InShot where you can do really cool stuff, like they have stickers, text, filters, anything you want. You can put music, they have their own music too. So I think you should take the advantage of your phone and the app like InShot. You can get really cool results. And if you're interested in tips about how to shoot on your phone, I made a video about 5 tips to shoot on your phone. You can go and watch that, and I'll be making similar tutorials, but let me know in the comments below what kind of tutorials you want to watch. I'll make what you guys want to watch and help you guys out on your journey to cinematography. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.